Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
right?
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
I was listening to YouTube yesterday, and you know how they have the live channels, people showing live stuff, and there was
Mhm.
some guy that said, "I'm an atheist, prove me wrong." So he had people coming
Yeah,
in trying to argue the existence of God with him, and the people coming in were all emotional. They had no argument. And so, and I'm sitting there listening to the argument going, no, that's not what you say. This is what you say if you want to argue with this guy. This is what you want to say if you want to argue with this guy, right? Um, one of the arguments was, what created God, or who created God, or who created the first thing? And
yeah, right.
I said, why do you assume something has to create the first thing? There's an assumption you have that you start with nothing and something is created. Why is
Yeah,
that the default assumption?
yeah, right, right,
Right?
right. It's
Because
like, yeah, you challenge the assumption.
if you challenge that assumption, then their entire argument is now not relevant anymore,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right, right, right,
So
right, right, right. Well, the whole argument is broken. It's like, I believe this, prove me wrong. It's like, okay, I'm just, why? I don't even play that game. I mean, I don't care. Believe whatever
well,
you want.
because it got me to listen and got other people to listen, I'm sure. Why else would they do it?
Yeah, yeah, but the burden of proof is on the person making the claim.
It should be, yeah. You're right. It should be. And honestly, he did a pretty good job arguing it in my mind. But I kept looking at it as the strength of the argument and how would I attack that argument and what would be the problem with that argument. Like you're making this claim, and then I would hear someone, someone from the audience who was arguing from belief and not from logic or not from a debate standpoint, and so they were not able to articulate their viewpoint very well.
Well, if I was in that, I wouldn't argue at all. I'd be like, well, you're making the claim, so you know, it's your job to prove that there's no God,
Well,
not
then
my
but he's
job
in
to
control. You just
disprove
say,
it.
"Oh, that's not the discussion I want. I want you to make your claims. Give me your evidence, and I'll dismantle it." That's what he's trying to do,
Well, in
right?
that case, I take my toys and go home, right? I don't want to play.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the funny thing was anyone who wanted who agreed with him, he was like, "Thank you, bye bye," and he just said goodbye to them because
Yeah,
he was trolling for the argument.
yeah,
So,
yeah, perfect. Yeah, yeah, I get that.
but
I
I
mean,
just
I
thought it was
think
interesting because as I'm listening to this, I'm like, how can I argue the other side? How can I argue this side or that side or the other side? Because to me, that's the mental exercise we're talking about. How would I dismantle their argument?
oh, so you want to argue? So wait, what are you trying to do then? Are you trying to
When I'm
prove
listening, yeah.
God, or are you just trying to dismantle their argument?
So
Because those are different
his
things.
argument was obviously there is no God because well, one of the things where who depend on who he was talking to. His argument was there's no God because who created God? Who created the first thing? Right?
Yeah,
And I
right.
and everyone was trying to argue with him on this, and I'm like, just attack the premise. The assumption
Yeah, right.
is there was nothing and then there was something. Why couldn't there be something from the beginning?
Yeah, right, right. That's the general argument,
Right.
right? Exactly.
And
Like God is.
once you have that, then you have to define the something, and something could be God, the something could be the universe, the something I don't know what the something is, right?
Yeah, right.
Even the Big Bang has a something in the beginning. Something went bang
Yeah,
in the
right,
Big Bang,
right.
right? So
Yeah,
there is
big way,
something.
right?
So what created the thing that went bang in the Big
Yeah,
Bang theory?
right.
There's always
Yeah,
the source of if you believe nothing is the original state of the universe.
that's a big assumption, right?
Yeah, but that's the assumption that a lot of people make.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I think in this case, if you're arguing well and not just trying to get clickbait, which I love clickbait, but then you have to say, the introduction to the start, these are the assumptions that I'm making. And
Yeah,
then we have to argue from there.